Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back to another stream here today with the Object 268. It is a tank, maybe the TD, because it is like, that's what I refer to it. It's, in my mind, it's the TD, it's the average TD maybe. It doesn't have anything that is particularly special in the playstyle. It is a typical TD in that it has very good camouflage. It has a little bit of armor, but really not much. It has a big gun, of course, as well. And apart from that, it is non-turreted, of course, as well. And yet you are still having a tank that is capable in that it has the option of just being a bit more aggressive than with other tanks. You're having good mobility. You're having a very nice all-rounded tank. Maybe that's also why I don't play it all that much. Still, I think it is kind of underrated. Also, I do personally underrate it. Have done so in the past. I know a lot of other people who are loving this tank. Yep, shout out to Darkman there on the chat. And that the 268 is actually a tank that can be a lot of fun as well. It doesn't have to camp at all. It is one of the few TDs that can actually get a bit more aggressive. Or actually all TDs can get a bit more aggressive to some degree. Some can really be played at the front line. Some have to be super careful, super passive. The 268 is a little bit of a, yeah, it's just taking the middle ground in between there. It has some aggressive potential, but also doesn't have too much armor, so it cannot be played quite at the front line. So, also, what is really standing out about this tank here, which is quite unique about the 268?
5 from Darkman, 4 paid actors.
Thank you, Darkman. Alright, starting with the armor profile. Just want to take a quick look at that. Or maybe I should let me just quickly hop over to the armor inspector, although most of you do know the armor. I still want to show something that is really interesting about this tank, about how to play it. Let me just open that real quick. And where is it? 268. There we go. If I'm looking at the armor profile here, this is now just actually take a normal tank for looking at it, because obviously 268 has a ton of penetration. So this is the armor profile, and you can see from above that it has this pike nose. As you can clearly see here, it has this very angled front superstructure there. You can make a very great use of that. If the enemy is looking at you frontally, you are looking at it frontally, you are having no armor at all. But as soon as you turn a little bit, the sight gets to be red and the enemy cannot penetrate anymore. So what you're trying to do is constantly wriggle from side to side if an enemy is trying to aim for your front, and you can just check what is he going to look at, what is he currently aiming for. So you're trying to always angle the front there. Also, if you are peeking around corners, you can use the gun arc to the side. And like this, you can just hide this right part here. And then only this lower plate or this part of the front, the pike nose shows, and the lower plate shows as well. If you're angling like this, the gun is still looking at the camera here. So you don't have to show that much of the tank. This kind of angling has to be done a lot with this tank. That is very important if you want to make good use of it. And then you can also play it quite aggressively, as you are then having decent armor. But if you are not using the armor properly, if you're just standing in the open, then you don't have any armor at all. Also, the armor rack was sitting in the sides as usual on TDs, but that's not too much of an issue with this tank. Okay, onto the game again, into the game again. I'm running standard equipment here for a TD. Actually, I have recently decided to go back to engine accelerator on the TDs, even the non-turreted ones, because it feels good to have that mobility. Otherwise, nothing special about provisions or consumables. I do have enough HEs with me. I don't need that many heat shells anyways. It's fine to have only 11 here. So let me just actually quickly get my chat back on screen because I just hit that. So pop out chat and there it is. All right. And hey everyone. Hello to everyone who is here. I can see a lot of familiar names. Dominic, Darkman, Napoleon, V2V4, Deep Purple, and Bobby as well, Dave the Rive. Everyone else who is watching right now. Good evening, guys. Okay, before I get into the first game, let me just quickly see if there are any important questions for now. Yes, I'm staying well and getting my sleep as well. Thank you. No supercharger. I am a little bit divided on this matter because in the past I'm in ratings right now. Unfortunate. In the past I also went for supercharger on the 268. But it got an aim time or an accuracy nerf. Or the accuracy remained the same. I think it got slightly nerfed at some point as the alpha got increased. So I decided to go for the aiming consumable or equipment instead of having supercharger on. But that's totally up to you. I don't want to play in ratings right now. Ah, there are people just super passive. But okay. I'm starting in a camping position usually with this tank because I don't want to be too aggressive. I don't have a turret. I don't have the best mobility to run away. But as soon as I'm not having any shots anymore, there is no reason for me to camp. So hopefully my teammates are able to just get a bit more aggressive here. Oh, nice ping. Is there someone in the bush? He was already getting capped. Come on, team. Ah, sure, didn't run away. Alright, nice. Not being too afraid of also getting a bit more aggressive with the 268. Although I can get shot from the right side there. I'm just hoping that they are busy. And that is a big one there. Okay, let's angle towards the Sheridan. Got a little ricochet in there. That's going to be helpful. Okay, Jark is running away. Maybe I will still... You know what? Let's push in. Maybe I can get in some HE even. Nah. Yeah. Yes, nice. Okay. 183 surviving. Can somebody take him out, please? I don't want to have to take this shot. Maybe I can bait. Oh no. That's not good. Come on, somebody take out the the 183, please. I'm absolutely stuck here. Come on, guys. No! Okay, I'm dead. Hey! Why are you just standing in the back here? Why are you not... I mean... I'm 48. Camping. Why are you not just going in and killing those guys? Well, hey, okay. That's a warm-up game. I can switch over to random games now. And then have a good time. Let me just look at the chat there. Hey, Miles as well. Storm as well, good evening. Napoleon, yeah, I already greeted you earlier. Oh, there's a new function on YouTube. I can set up a donation goal. Okay. Super chat. No. Oh, so. Yeah, alright. So hopefully the game is ending soon. I mean, it should be win. Anyways, finally the pattern is moving. And I have not thrown away the game by moving in there. It was a bit of a risk that I was already thinking about, like moving to the middle when there were still some tanks around the left side which were flanking around the map probably. I thought, okay, I'm probably just moving into the mid of the enemies, but hope that they would already be in our spawn. But usually what you want to keep in mind with the 268, if you are fighting at a distance, you can be just in between your teammates basically. You can be around the center of the map or around the center of your team, behind them. But as soon as you are pushing forwards, you want to go for the flanks because you're not having any turret. You cannot look at multiple targets, so you cannot fight in positions where multiple tanks might be looking at you. That's also what happened there. I was pushing into the middle where I had then one guy on the left, one guy on the right side. I could not turn around. Enemies were free to peek at me whenever they wanted to while I was not looking at them, as they had a lot of time to peek at me before I turned my whole tank. And I got 2 mediums camping. Amazing. But hey, I'll just try first shot and actually also move up then. Oh my gosh. Gun arc was not sufficient there. I was already thinking I messed it up by turning my tank too far to the right side. So it would be really cool if those guys also moved up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Let's just go for the AP. I wanted to go for an HG for the lower plate. Luckily he bounced me as well. So I can shoot this guy maybe with an HE. Oh man, there was a damn shovel there in the back. Okay, that's still TVP. Let's see if I can put an HE over there. Yes, I can. Nice. 263 is still alive. I will take the high ground because it will allow me to just relocate a lot more easily than if I was down there in the river where I could get shot from multiple tanks from multiple angles again. So I will just move up here and see what I can do then. Looks like 3 over there. The other one's in B. That's a 263 one shot. I'm fine with that. Okay. We have not won yet. No, I should not push in there. Why? Oh. Yeah, come on. Thank you, auto aim. Okay, 263, really? Really? That was a weird push. One shot, 268. Oh, someone moved up there. Come on. Nice. Would have been a disaster if this shot did not connect there. Okay, I need a snapshot without taking any damage here. Yeah, okay, I cannot win. Nope. Game over. No! Man, I had a Maxwell loaded, actually. I could have maybe killed him. I don't know, Maxwell was 863? I don't think it would have been enough, though. Why not use the weird blue camo? Yeah, he switched back to the legendary camo, or the old one. Hey Jan, can I have a personal question? What's your mother language? I'm German. And that is also my mother tongue. Do you know why you are not at 4K average, like what you should upgrade in your gameplay to be at the top level? Well, I have been, to be honest, in the past at 4K, but for one, I play too much. That's one reason for me to not be at 4K. I'm being distracted by whatever, like streaming or doing other stuff. And just lacking the focus at the moment, honestly. You need to be in good shape and you need to 100% focus on the games. Cannot get distracted with talking to the chat or so that much and explaining a tank or whatever. Like right now I'm just talking, which could put me into a bad situation, especially if it's a longer stream. You should never play more than 2 hours if you want to perform well. And I do that all the time. I stream for 3 hours plus all the time. And I am not fully in try-hard mode either. Okay, let's actually move up here since I have a tank or one tank to the left side. Oppa. And I don't think it's about the game knowledge because I have been at higher averages before. The problem for me is that I'm just not always fully focused and then I lose some overview and I go for some risks that can be avoided. And I was talking about it on last stream, I think, as well. You got to look around yourself and look at the other tanks' hit points and all that kind of stuff. Look at all the positions of your teammates and the enemies all the time. And if you're applying for a long time, you might forget about doing so. Also, you might take some risks early on just based on the experience from many other games that is not necessarily fitting the information that you are having there. I really got to start every game from scratch again and get to absorb the information, evaluate the situation as well. And not bet on your luck. Game knowledge problem. No, I would not say so. With all honesty, I don't consider myself like the best player. Now, have I ever been the best player? At my best level, I was, I think, I don't know if top 10 would fit even, because there are a lot of good players, especially since Emerge. There are many players capable of doing 4K average. You can see that I still have some tanks on the overall stats around 3.8k or 3.7k plus. But there are definitely players who are capable of doing 4K, 4.3k even. And I've been there when I still played on PC for a while. Then I was actually just before switching over to touch. I was having just for reference, I was mostly having like a couple of tanks that I really try-harded. And I still played so much that I still had some other tanks that I platooned with or played in the evenings then. And for the tryhardy sessions, I chose the AMX50B, the T57, the Vickers and the Grille. Those I only played in the afternoon and only for 10-20 games before quitting. And then I had the T57 at over 100 games each tank, at 4.3k average. That has been my maximum. AMX50B at 4.1k average, Grille 4.1k, and the Vickers as well. That's been my absolute top so far. Still applied a lot of platoon at that time as well, so Overall, my average never got above 3.7k in 30 days. With always, like, a lot of games, not just a few battles. Oh, I can maybe IG him. No! Not worth trying, honestly. Can I still move up there? I think the 30B is messing up. The 777 might retreat. I'm not confident in going in there. Let's try to shoot this guy. No, man. Oh man, my teammates are splitting the focus really badly. Why didn't they just continue to go for the Yo here? Nah. That's not great at all. Can I high roll him? Yes, but not high enough. Okay, dropped. That's perfect. Nah, team is not that helpful here. What the hell did they even do? They focused the Yo first and then switched over. Come on. No, don't face suck. Why did he turn his gun to the side? Okay, game's over. Yeah, honestly, I should not have pushed the Yo. It would have made sense that my teammates also followed up there. Unfortunately, they just all turned around. I mean, after shooting one tank down for half the hit points, they moved back to shoot the E5, shot him down to half the hit points, and then they did not even finish him. Yeah. Wieselt dealt 2.8k damage, but just did a horrible job here. 777 also had the option of taking out the Yo. Teams are bad tonight, man. I played 2 games. It's absolutely fine. That was just not a great situation to be in for me here. I mean, I could have, for more damage, I could have just played more carefully and tried to focus the tanks together with my teammates. Even though that was not the best solution to focus those ones. Or it was not the best, tactically speaking. But for the outcome, it would have potentially helped me. Okay. What's the easiest tier 10 tank to ice? Whatever tank you can play. Honestly. If I give you my easiest tank to ice, or the tank that I like the most, I don't think there is any tank that is particularly easier. On EU server at least, because we have a lot of players here. Every tank is being played a lot. And every ice bar is high. On different servers, it's very different there. Because the ice bar directly correlates to the amount of players. So whenever a tank is being played a lot, then the ice bar is high. If people don't play a tank a lot because they don't own it, then the ice bar is pretty low. Okay, actually E3 got me there. That was unexpected. I'm afraid of falling back here because there's a TT position. Oh, nice. Thank you. Okay, let's see if I can have a shot here before he's reloaded. Oh, nice. Problem is my platoon mate, my teammate here cannot take him out. But actually, I can just get, I was just about to say, I can just get unspotted and run away. But good that the shot only dropped in right now and not earlier, because I was in a bad situation there. I could have gotten pincered from multiple different angles. With the Gorilla shooting me, potentially 183 and also the E3 from the other side. I was trapped there. I could have gotten killed. I want the damage. Good. I think my blind shot onto the Gorilla was also connecting earlier. Go back. V maybe? Oh, no. Yes. Good. All right. 5.2k. Nice. Let me just quickly read the chat there. If you transfer knowledge to those average players, that's more important than is somewhere in top 10 or 100. Yeah, I think that's also more important to me nowadays, to just have some nice time on stream and just be able to share my knowledge and educate you a little bit while also having some fun. I don't need to be full tryhard anymore. Okay, I've got one heavy going right. Actually, I cannot play this side aggressively, not with all my teammates playing for the other side. Yeah, even the 114 is relocating. I don't know if I can spot there. Okay, 114. Got out spotted. By the way, now you can see. Oh my gosh, sure. But you can see here what I was trying to talk about earlier. I'm just only showing 1/2 of my tank. Oh no, 114 is running. Why? I thought we were holding here. We had passive positions, looked fine. He's not going to be ultra useful there on the other side. But the enemies are also not going for me. Luckily, they are turning around. Can I go in again to maybe pick up the K91? And now the T-57 is moving out. Let's actually use adrenaline here for the extra module damage. Yes, 114. You did great there. What was that move? No, not good for me. Especially with the Gorilla coming from my back. No, I cannot escape. I'm too slow. I'm too slow to turn around. Should have just shot the E5. Oh man, what was that push there of the two heavies to the middle? If they were able to hold for a while, we had a really nice time. We had the side, we could just flank around, just need to hold on the left side and not push in with everything. You know, if you're having one advantage on the one side, then you cannot push in on the other side as well, because there you're at a disadvantage. So you need to be more careful over there. Maybe the 114 had the idea of just pushing through the middle to make use of the advantage on the right side to support the right, but that was also just way too slow there. And the enemies also reacted quite well, just immediately pushed the middle. 114 didn't have to push him, could just stay around the houses in the back, just fall back if needed, and let the enemies come. And we could have shot them out quite nicely then. And I would have been able to support as well. That was also quite important to me. I cannot hold up anyone, but I can support really well. That's also something to always have in mind when playing a 268 or other TDs. You need someone that you can support. You need to have someone to your front. So you are just sitting behind someone and don't spot for yourself. And yes, Dominic, adrenaline gives more module damage by 15%. The module damage is increased. So especially if you're shooting like an E5 or whatever, if you're shooting the side of someone aiming for the module even, then you are getting a higher chance of setting them on fire or getting an ammo rack in. And therefore, if you have a flat tank in front of you where you aim exactly for the ammo rack, or if it's already critically damaged, use the adrenaline. Mostly, for sure, you're trying to use the adrenaline in a way that you can shoot multiple times. That should be the priority. Now, I think we can just push the corner. Or maybe not. Nice. But enemies are pulling over here with a lot of tanks. Yet I do have a pretty safe position. Cannot say the same about the E50M, who moves forwards instead of going back. Okay, dude. Mino is also in a bad spot. 183 cannot really support all that well, no hold up there. I mean, so it's up to me to aim for the corner. 183 going in. Oh, 100 got ammo racked. But maybe we can work together here. Oh no, the Minotauro is shooting the wrong target. Alright. T-57 is probably reloaded again. Okay. Still, I hope for someone else to kill him, because I can make use of my higher alpha damage. That's worth more than shooting low hit point tanks in most situations. Although here, yeah, I was not 100% sure. Nice HE. Was not hitting the side as intended. Okay, guys, please go for Hori. Mino. No. Okay. Upper hull of 268 with its gun looks like frying pan. Now you can't unsee it. Upper hull of 268 looks like a fry. What? Ah, it reminds me of not exactly frying pan, but you know, like a pizza board. I don't know the name. Like, you know, the boards that are on a stick that a pizza chef uses for putting the pizza into the oven. The upper thing here, the roof of the 268 kind of looks like this with a gun. Hi, Phil. Pizza bat. Yeah. Okay, hi, I can breathe. Interesting name. I hope it's true. Okay, not a great map for me, because here applying for the corner or for the middle is often quite important. What I can do here at the start is aim for the corner to see if anyone's crossing in, but I think that's not going to happen. We already have control over the corner. So very important for me to move up and not stay camping. I need to support my teammates. Okay, I could have taken a safer route here by moving in like this. But it's fine. Oh, he's aiming for me. Yes, come on. I think my teammates are already getting aggressive. I can also move up. Nope. Alright, now they're going in. Hey, I got a kill and did nothing else so far. I kind of needed to play safe. I mean, maybe I could have already dared to get more aggressive. We had a good tank advantage there. But it would have certainly cost me some hit points, and I was not 100% sure if I would need them later on still. Hello? Hey, damage! Finally. Oh! What? Oh my, I got stuck on the wall there. I thought I could already go for a snapshot. Okay, that's 140, Gorilla and 268 both shot. No, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead yet. And in this case, I can have another shot over there, 70. That was not the side then. Yeah. Never understood how HE splash damage works. Not like this. Not like on the last game there. You know, splash damage... How do you explain that? You got the damage, it's HE, it explodes on impact. So it works in a radius that you have then damage dealt and more damage at the center. And if you are... There are formulas to it, how it works against armor. Thick armor doesn't do any real splash damage, but thin armor gets a lot of splash damage. The formulas are not publicly available, but that's not worry about it anyways. If you are shooting the front of a tank, you are doing almost no splash damage at all, if any at all. But what you can do is shoot those spots that are having really weak armor, even if you cannot properly see them. And the weak spots are usually, first of all, the roof, on the engine deck, the bottom of the tank, or also the sides. If it is a turreted tank, then you can also shoot the spot where the turret basically sits on the hull, so the turret ring. Because there is no armor at all, it's just too small for a standard shell to travel through. If it's... I don't think that's ever possible, even though the shells are not really three-dimensional, they are just basically a trajectory, a pixel. Still, you cannot shoot through these gaps with AP. But you might deal some HE damage through these gaps. But usually you try to aim, like, let's say, let's pick some tank like Me-100 is a great example for that. You know, an E100 from the top has a very little armor because no one ever reaches the top, no one shoots the top. But if you are spamming some HE to the front right beneath the gun, then the damage or the splash damage radius impacts the top, it's not the engine deck here, but the top plate, which is very, very thin. So you still get some damage in. You can also shoot beneath the tank to the ground, basically, and you still deal some damage because there is almost no armor at all. But I found that to be quite unreliable because you might just shoot through the tank and just behind it. I know some people do so for getting one shots, but I failed a couple of times, so I'm not doing so anymore. Also, if you're just seeing a tank side scraping, you can, of course, do some splash damage with HE to the side. I would just try to aim for the center there where the turret ring is again, just to maybe get some little damage through there, or even reach the top of the tank there. So much about that. Hi, Banana from Thailand. Yeah, on Blitzkit also the splash damage is being similar. I might also show that. Hi, Lively. And Barry Killer. Okay, let's move up. I remember when Royal Fatness played 268 like a frontline medium. Yes, sometimes you can do that, of course. I also love playing the 268 aggressively whenever possible, but I need the right situation for that. Damn it. But I'm unspotted still, so I can try again. I think 268 also just shot. Nice. And again, you could see me using adrenaline right before the first shot, because I was, first of all, I was sure to get multiple shots off, most likely, and I wanted the extra module damage for maybe getting an armor rack in. Here in this case, I cannot play all that aggressively because enemies have strong hull down positions, and I'm not having a tank that is capable of playing hull down. My teammates are also still not as aggressive as I would want them to be. But as soon as I'm not having any shots anymore, I will also move. That's already 2k damage. Oh. Okay, let's peek from the left side for one hit point on STB. Here I have a better angle for the yaw. Or maybe I can shoot Progetto if he's peeking like that. Nah. Oh. Yeah, that's a better target for me. Reload, please. Okay, Foch actually has the 183. I don't need to go for him. Let's go for this guy. And teammates can finish him off. Oh man, he still got a shot in. Now I just want some damage in here still, but it's tricky to peek safely here. Okay, thanks for moving in first. Gerdorf. Ugh. Nice. Alright. Yeah, you can play this tank quite aggressively, but at the start you don't really want to do so. You want to be a bit careful at the start before having a lot of information. You want to be either in second row or just camp a little bit, but you can move up then after you gathered some information. You don't really need to, or you cannot get that aggressive early on, because this tank cannot run away. If it turns around, if you try to turn and run, you will take a lot of shots and you might die. So medium might be way faster to run away. And therefore, you just cannot trust your mediums on really staying where they are at the start. If your teammate mediums have to run, which might be very much possible, if the enemies have some heavy tanks, maybe also supporting the medium flank, then you are suddenly all on your own and cannot do shit. So, here is a position where I would just play just as aggressively in with a heavy tank, medium tank, TD. And that was just suboptimal, but ricochet. That's actually juicy on the other side there. Okay, hello there. I think I can use adrenaline and put out another shot. But here for this one it's not even worth it to go for adrenaline for the module damage, because I could only see the front, and in the front only sits a driver on this tank. I would have been unlikely to reach too far into the tank. Okay. Oh. That's not that great for me here. I've got a little bit of cover, nice. And I got a base. T-57 still alive. Nah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think the T-57 is aiming for my back still. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Oh, whew. Executor, please, do your duty. What? I did not hit the tank, actually. Otherwise the commander would have said something. Oh my gosh, this game is close. Let's just be sneaky and get to the side, and maybe I can pick up the griller. No. Sure. Thank you, RNG. Don't do it, don't do it. Nice. Okay, we should have it. Okay, let me just quickly elaborate on splash damage by showing you the armor real quick. If you don't know Blitzkit, then I can highly recommend the website. Wait, let me just open it real quick here. So let's take an E100. And if I'm going for E100, you can see the armor to the top is almost non-existent. It has 40mm like this. Let's make it larger. Like you see, the top is also 65mm. That is 40mm. And of course, the front is always a lot better armored. So if you're seeing the tank like this and are shooting HE, you might still do like a little bit of damage here. Do we actually see the difference? 161 hit points splash damage. Probably because it goes into the gun mantlet here. If we are shooting the side here, no splash damage at all. I don't think that's true, honestly. It says block, but there should be some splash damage because there is this part here. And if you are shooting right this spot from the side like this, then it also splashes to the bottom. Like the shot goes to the bottom there. The splash radius. So I don't know how accurate this is. I also remember doing like 0 splash damage in front. It gave me a duck. Yeah. But just to see, you see the splash damage like this. You can also just shoot the bottom beneath. You can shoot the sides. Tracks are not that great for dealing splash damage. Mostly, always I would shoot the sides like this, or the turret ring. Let's maybe go for another tank. Let's go back here. Let's pick, I don't know, heavy tank, where you would deal splash damage. I think VK72 is also a good example here, because you will struggle to penetrate it quite often. Although I would not recommend to go for too many HEs for splash damage. It's just not worth it. Rather use premium ammunition and aim your shot safely. If you really have nothing else to shoot at and you're applying a TD with a big gun, then you can also try to just spam some HE, or if you're just not having, or if you're playing a medium and want to relocate anyways. But it's not worth doing splash damage multiple times in a row. Just do so once maybe. If you're not having any other shots, but then relocate, try finding a better position where you can put your gun into the fight using AP and HE. So here as well, let me just go for this model. You cannot penetrate the front here, of course. You struggle with the sides for sure. If you can really not penetrate, then just shoot your HE right beneath the gun, because the gun mantlet is angled like this. And if you're shooting the bottom there, then the splash damage goes straight into the engine deck as well. But it's also not a great side scraping tank, so I would not even want to shoot HEs there. What are other examples, like an IS-7 maybe, where you can also not really penetrate all that reliably here. And you can also not reach like a weak top part with very little armor to the front. So HEs, yeah, you might shoot through to the bottom of the gun. Does it deal any damage here? It says blocks, but I think you probably deal splash damage there as well, because that spot can even get penetrated with HE. But I would rather try to aim for the side of the turret here, like this, because you see from this angle there is only 30mm of armor in the back here, and if you're shooting the side like this, you are going to splash the back as well. By the way, this website is called Blitzkit. Just to point it out again, can highly recommend saving that in case you want to look at armor profiles. Good. Can I explain how tracking works? I know first and last track rule, but how does it work with the rest? Do you have to hit the tracks or the wheels? Well, if you want to track someone intentionally, you should always aim for the track wheels and not the track itself. But you can, of course, also hit the track and damage it, destroy it. But that's too unreliable. It's too thin to really aim for reliably. So just go for the track wheels if you want to track. Otherwise, for just modules, meaning to aim for the back of the tank to hit the fuel tank potentially, or the center of the tank for the ammo rack. That's another option. Okay, I feel like we're having a good tank advantage over here. One medium ran away, Concept already lost some hit points. We should be able to kill this side quite easily. He's just going in. What? Not sure if there are any 2Ds camping still. Don't think so. Again, using adrenaline right before shooting. I will definitely have multiple shots anyways. Or most definitely. No. Ah. Mino, maybe? No. We can... No, I cannot push the gorilla. Oh. Nice. I'm a little bit worried about Amino. If I try to push anyone to the right or the left side, then Amino can shoot my side. What if I just shoot him? It also works. Dead angling. But okay, let's not bother with him for the moment. And just pick up this dude there. Okay, he's a one shot. Batch a one shot. Let's go for the other one. Of course. Of course. My teammates can farm and he hides from me. So, Trident. I was just joining in and texting a lot. Someone German, yes, of course. There's some Germans here. Biggest mistake of my life. Sold KPZ 50T for gambling. Yeah, that's, yeah. You should not do that. Okay, what are you talking about there? Need to give to my main account like €5 and then you get the account? No, no account selling here on the chat. Or whatever you're trying to do. Also no asking for gifts on here as well. That's also like, come on. All right. Also asking for a €5 gift after just gambling. Yeah. Scuba, привет. Thank you. Spasibo. Okay, I need to not get too aggressive here, but I can still play for this side. Let's fall back a little bit. I want to shoot into any enemy crossing over to the cap. Not happening. Maybe I can shoot this guy there. No. Bartas. Come out again. No, he's not going to. Not after getting shot, and he's not peeking anymore. That would not make sense. He's getting into cover, meaning I could maybe get in aggressively here. I could see one heavy on the other side already. Or two heavies on the minimap right now. No. Yeah, I was afraid of peeking out further with a 183. In the past, I could actually HE that. But it gets buffed a little bit. I did not even have to peek like I did there. I could have just shot the Yak earlier. I feel like my teammates are really not doing a great job. Man. 114 is a one shot. No. RV is camping. And now we need to win the other side. That was my last shot, because the 100's coming anyways.
For from Darkman, I still rate ace, my friend.
Thank you, Darkman. Much appreciated. Still waiting for the ace. Yeah, it's still coming. Just give it a bit. Doesn't look good to us here. They have so many hit points on this side still. Man, we failed so hard over here. We had 2 heavy tanks and the Afi 4-5 to the left side against basically 1 heavy tank with a backup of 2 TDs, right? Or did they have more heavies over here? No, they had the E100. And behind it was, of course, the 183 and the Yarg. But the Yarg was super passive, could not shoot. So that was the 183 and the E100 killing 2 heavy tanks while the AV was camping. Tried and saying need to restore KBZ. Yeah, next time don't sell it. Never sell your tier 10 tanks, or don't ever sell any premium tanks in general. That's just not worth it. And if you don't have any money, then you cannot gamble. Gambling is expensive. Only cheap tank offers like on the auction you should buy them. That's also what I did for the first years, and only then, once I had almost all tanks, I started gambling a little bit. Banana saying, hey Tracer Shells, do you think the mechanic is too good for now? Hide it. Actually, it is quite strong indeed. It's probably the best mechanic we are having in the game. Is it way overpowered? I don't know, maybe a little bit. Nah. Can teammates spot something on the left? T57 just YOLOing. No, go back. I think he emptied his clip already. Let's see if I can shoot the E100 over there as he's peeking one time. Okay, hit the rear. No module damage, despite adrenaline. He might be spotting me. No, actually didn't. Interesting. Do I stay here even? They have a Sheridan over there and the T57. I could also run away. Sure, I get outspotted. Maybe I should have run away already. That's not that great that I'm in a 1v2 situation. Let's see if they are pushing. No. Nice timing for me to look around. Nice. Oh, big roll. But my backup is pretty much done, né? Let's actually try HEing the Sheridan. Yeah, okay, that did not work, but I can hopefully kill him. No. Okay, game over. It's a win anyways, luckily. Would have maybe been better if I ran away. Is it a win though? enemies have more caps, and they have a freaking Sheridan alive still. Okay. We might still lose this, honestly. If the Sheridan was playing in a smart way and being a bit lucky, maybe one-shotting Kranwagen. He could one-shot the others as well. But I don't think it's happening. Tried asking, is it worth what you got there? I don't know if you're interested in those tanks. I cannot judge it. Honestly, for me, it's not worth selling any tank, especially at tier 10, because I only play tier 10. Low tier tanks are just standing around in the garage. Tier 60 isn't that great, SU 85. It's a tier 5. I would never play it, honestly. AMX 31 is decent, can be fun. But I would mostly just play KPZ 50T instead. Bobby is saying it. Just not worth selling any premiums or collectors. After all the effort of grinding or just getting the tank in the first place, then risking to get nothing, which is most likely you get nothing when gambling, especially on mystery crates. Yeah. But maybe... No. I think the batshit is going to run away. Maybe my teammates can spot that. This angle, I think the TP might be aiming for me. Oh shit, I'm blocking my teammate. Okay, we lost one, but shot down a couple of tanks as well. To 100. Oh my. I think I need to aim for the left there. Maybe 50 Bs pushing into the open. Do it.
Holy moly!
9 from Stan, like your streams.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, even with an AP you would have been dead. Stan, thank you. Thank you so much for the donor there. Unfortunately, it was not bringing any luck on that shot on the 50B. But I hope we're still going to win this game, because we're having better positions technically. We're having the high ground. Problem is only that the enemies have points. And we will have to push in. Come on, nice. That was saving the Kranwagen. Yes, Dan, thank you. No. Oh man. And the TP might still be aiming for me, right? But I will have to do something. Come on. Whoa. Good. I needed that AG shot in. Oh man, we're losing one more. Nice. Ah, yes, I'm going. Nice. Oh no, he's camping back there. Oh no, we cannot get him. No, I'm too slow to go to A. Pretty sure. Yes. Yeah. It would have been really amazing if the light tank on my team just spotted the enemy spawn, spotted that 60 TP, because I could have shot him. Probably the whole game. He was all the time there. Light tank instead YOLO'd into B. It was not absolutely horrific that the light tank moved in there because he killed the FE45. Or didn't he? Ah, he didn't. But yes, if he stayed alive, that would have been so helpful. Just spotted a little bit, allowed me to shoot more, went for some crossfire. Supremacy is painful at times. Yeah, it can be painful. Still, if you have not noticed it yet, I'm playing Supremacy only. Most of the time, actually. Because I just hate camping, I hate when people win by camping, and I hate draws. I want to at least try to win. And for that you will have to move at some point. In an encounter you might just get rewarded for doing absolutely nothing. No? No? Also in Supremacy you always know when people are, or where people are likely to be going, because they have the incentive to go towards the caps. They might not do so, of course, but quite often, or more often than not, people are moving towards the caps, trying to take some bases, and you can aim for the caps, put in some damage there. Ah, not good, not good, not good. Damn wall. Would have actually been a fine trade if I was getting the shot in and my teammates were not backing off that far. Come on, heavy tanks, can you please fight? Where are you going? That's not good for me at all. Okay, 91, man. Yeah. Like, what is he doing down there? What is he doing? K91 falling back, falling back, falling back. Same as the Progetto. Progetto, I don't even know where he ended up. In the middle there. For what? I mean, we just, you know, you need to win the higher ground here in most cases. That makes things a lot easier then. You cannot win on A. It doesn't matter if you win on A. If you take the base, yeah, that can be helpful potentially, but you just need to kill some people as well. You need to get rid of some tanks. And that doesn't really work on A, because even if you win on the lower ground, that can be ignored completely. You might just... I mean, if you win the high ground, you can run towards the city, do whatever you want to. On the low ground, you're just stuck there. I don't know what's going on with the 183 here. But that, of course, is also a bit of a problem with Supremacy. That's what I said. People are going for caps and not going for kills necessarily. So in this case, I had two guys having the incentive to move towards a cap that did not matter at all to the outcome of the game. But quite often, that's what the enemies are doing as well. So why on earth was this guy and that guy? He even dealt 3.2k damage. But where? When? He shot the Conray down a little bit maybe. But then kept aiming for him for hours. Trident, have a good night. Do you know anything about the socks that are in my inventory? I don't know. Maybe do your laundry? I have no idea what socks you're talking about. Scobar's asking, have you ever played World of Tanks PC? No, yes, actually I have. I have done so many years ago, way before I played Blitz, but just up to tier 6, the M6 I had. I did not particularly like it, but still when I started gaming again I wanted something similar, and World of Tanks PC did not work on my MacBook back then. So I went for World of Tanks Blitz then. And also, not that long ago, I was actually installing World of Tanks PC again because I got a desktop PC that's quite capable and wanted to see the beautiful graphics. I did really enjoy how the game looked like. On the other hand, the gameplay is just not my thing. Way too campy. I love the action in Blitz. Like in this case here, I'm moving up to half the map. Have a lot of information available, can use that for playing aggressively. In World of Tanks PC I would still be standing around and moving. I hope the E4 is getting spotted there. Ice 4, come on. Yes, Ice 4 is going in, maybe spotting E4 then. I see 2 heavy tanks moving up there in the middle. I also don't want to be too campy. Ah, there he is. You know what, let's ignore the E4 for now. No, not a safe shot. Okay. Tried to hit the rear for the fuel tank, but unfortunately it was not enough. But I think it's fine. Maybe I can shoot Hori still. FE45 is reloading right now. Nice. A4 is also dead. Leo over there. Gorilla was also on base A. But I think the Leo will die to the FE45, so I can just move towards the Gorilla. That would have been nice. Not today. In Lithuania we call them Christmas socks. Yes, I know what Christmas socks are. We don't use them in Germany, but although no, we don't use them for Christmas. We use them for Nikolaus, which is the 6th of December. There we have the tradition of. Are we using socks then? Actually, no. We're just the tradition here is to just clean the shoes, put them outdoors, and put them outside in front of the door, and then Saint Nicholas will come and put some sweets into them. It's like a little pre-Christmas. But the sock tradition, that is, I know that only as an American thing. Darkman, you get an ace here. What a low ace. 4.4k and 3 kills, that's not much at all. I got a base though. Did I get some assisted damage? No. Weird. What is my favorite game mode in Blitz, including gravity mode, mag games, etc. Randoms? You know, I've got so much experience with the game. I love the tactics about it. I'm getting bored if it's just driving around and shooting. I love to think about the games a little bit more. And that's only possible in random games. In special game modes, you can simply not get as aggressive. For one reason, the reason might be that people are respawning and you cannot push forwards, or you will have enemies behind you. Nope. I hope I don't take any more shots. Okay, nice. To be honest, I kind of forgot to think at the start of this battle. No. Bababania, why? Okay. 2k damage ammo rack. Am I safe to move out here? Oh no, the teammate died already. Crap. No, man, now I'm dead. Lucky shot there. Why did the Moor die like this? It was totally unnecessary. Enemies did not even push in. And that's why not to trust the mediums. Especially the mediums. They can be dead or gone so quickly. I was just not thinking about it at the start. Not seeing the lineup immediately. Then noticing enemies had a medium tank advantage and I needed to support the medium side. In the best case, I would have been behind the medium in a more passive spot. As we were talking about why I don't deal 4k average anymore, these kind of situations where I'm just talking, being distracted. Bobby's like, looking forward to Blitzstream tomorrow. Alex makes it enjoyable too much. Yeah, there will also be, I think there will be probably some news as well, some freebies, of course. I can honestly not even claim that I watch too many of these streams. I just look at the news only in the end. Oh wait, actually there was also a question about my favorite tank, and that is mostly the budget. At the moment I don't play the budget that much anymore. I still have quite a few games on it in 30 days. But usually budget is like the tank to go for me, because there is a lot of action when playing the budget. You are playing quite quickly. And you are having to decide a lot, and you are being rewarded for good decision making, because you are having a very tactical gameplay. You're not shooting anyone frontally, then you're really bad, but you're getting really good damage in if you manage to get to the sides or the rear of someone. If you get to circle someone, then you can play like in a really tactical way, can push out some tanks and isolate some tanks. That is really nice there. And therefore I have 8k games already in the budget. Recently reached that big milestone there. Apart from that, I love the 2100 light tank for similar reasons. It's also very tactical gameplay, because you can just move around a lot and feel so smooth when YOLOing. Also has a very accurate gun. Yeah, 2100 gun is the best. Apart from that, I do love the T95 E6 because of its mobility, reliability, and damage output. You can see I love some fast tanks. It doesn't mean that they are the best ones, and it definitely doesn't mean that they are the best ones for you necessarily, unless you are a really good player already. But the taste changes as you are proceeding with your game knowledge as well. Earlier, you just like some fast, some heavy, sturdy tanks that can take some shots. Something like an IS-7 60 TP. That's the good stuff as a beginner. You bounce off the enemies, you just out-trade them, you put in a lot of damage for taking very little in return. On E50M. As you get better, mostly you get to enjoy tanks more that are some challenge to play with. Either Ratchet is the most challenging tank, or something like FE42 is also amazing because you can just potentially have really high damage output, can be absolutely lethal to the enemies with a hash, but it's not easy to make use of the hash and you need to be smart about your positioning. Don't move. I aimed for the turret side and I hit the cupola, I believe. Camping SCP here. Maybe I should just stick around the middle here because the enemies are pushing on base A. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Bad time to get stuck here. I hope that I'm not getting spotted. Oh no. Still, I can put out another shot, but this time I'm not going to stick around here on the medium side. Come on. Thank you, RNG. Good that we have a freaking STB on the hill. He isn't all that helpful there, but hey. Okay, we're not playing this side aggressively anymore, so actually... Nice. Let's hold in the rear here. We will have to win the back. We cannot push forwards. Nice. Okay, I will leave him to the STB and try to put my bigger shot into someone else. Yeah, that's looking good there. I can take out the STB. Quite important to take out the faster tanks now, especially. Because they can always run over A and still shoot at a distance. No. I think I'm still having to do something for the win. Oh. Oh, that's not good. But actually he's completely messing up there. Although I also lost a lot of hit points, we can take out this guy. Also the E50M is messing up, I can take him out as well, hopefully. Come on. No. Ah, I mean, thank you, RNG. Nice, though. Now I can HE one-shot the E50M as well. Good. Okay, Conway is going to come from behind if he's not running away. Did he just fail his shot? Oh, he low-rolled. Boop. Okay. Alright, that was actually a better game. Yeah, 6k in the end. I was an ace. Dude, camping all the time in like the best position for camping and not hitting anything. Storm. So is 268 still playable? I think so, definitely. And I kind of knew about it at the start already. Let me actually see how this session is performing. I think I had some ups and downs today. I was not playing all too consistently. No, oh, stats aren't looking great at all. I won't even tell about the stats. 58%. No. I was having some bad luck with teams as well, and just also some situations where I messed up a little bit as well. But I think I can still do better on this session. But yeah, there were also good games that demonstrated the playstyle quite well, I believe. So, are you going to peek again? Yes? No? I don't think there will be too much over here. Question is if we can push in, or if I can push in without getting wrecked. Yeah, if we just shot. Ah. Let's not peek out yet. The 183 might also be peeking there. I lost a ton of hit points for this move here. Let's try to stay in the bush. I don't have hit points to be too aggressive anymore. Yes. No. Come on. At least the 183 is going to die. What are these autoloaders doing then? Maybe now they are peeking. No. Although the BZ just shot. Does not look like T57 or the AMX were about to peek again, so let's do something else. Ricochet. No. Okay, that one was a hit. It looks good to us, honestly. We're about to win this. Only problem is that I cannot shoot anyone. I probably only hit one shot this game. Yeah. Maybe I can put out a sec. Oh no, it wasn't even a hit. I have Flossie. I'm alright, come on. Ah. Another HE. Oh man. At least a kill, but maybe I can still have another HE. Yes, nah. Massive Effect was asking, is there any difference between 1-to-1B and WZ1-to-1? Yes, quite a big one. 1-to-1B is pretty much like a T-54. It has pretty good armor, actually. Which is not the best hull armor, but it's still decent hull armor. Actually, that's the same on the 1-to-1, on the VZ1-to-1. That's not a difference there. Big difference on the 1-to-1B versus the 1-to-1 is that the 1-to-1 has really bad accuracy on the move. And it has a really big alpha gun with not the greatest DPM. The 1-to-1 has some special consumables as well. It has tungsten rounds increasing the damage by 15%, and it has reactive armor decreasing the damage taken by 27%, while you're having 420 alpha damage as a base value already. So you put out some massive shots like 470 or so, 480, 90 with the tungsten rounds for taking very little in return. So that is pretty nice there. You need a fairly passive playstyle with it though. Especially, I mean, whenever you're trying to peek and shoot, you have to be stopping, you have to aim in. Aim time is great, but the accuracy on the move is horrible, so you cannot shoot on the move. And then the 1-to-1B has better DPM, much better accuracy on the move, 350 alpha damage, which is 70 lower than a 1-to-1, but it has the special speed boost, meaning it's super fast, like a light tank when using the speed boost, while still having good turret armor and so on, and still having good DPM. I like the 1-to-1B a lot, but it requires a bit more skill than the VZ1-to-1, I would say. Alpha range of this vehicle, yes. 518 to 863 on the AP, and the HE goes up to 1250. So really big shots that you can put out here. The average damage on the AP is 680. Yes. 680 on, no, 690. Good that I look it up again. 690 on the AP. It got changed not too long ago from 640, and 1k on the IG. So some really big shots. Darkman was also saying try Supercharger or 1 or 2 battle. I might do it, but honestly I don't feel like I need it at all in these games here. I've not had any shot where my shell was too slow. Rather the accuracy was a problem. So I currently don't really see a reason to apply it. Okay, let's move to the right side here, because most team is going right. We already have so many campers. I don't want to be in the exact same position as my teammates, because then we're covering only very little parts of the map and we're also standing in each other's way, which is quite predictable as well. Let's maybe try a blind shot here into this bush. And then move to the right. Oh, Progetto might spot the TTs. He's moving in. Let's keep aiming for the bush. I expect someone to shoot. No? No one? Okay, then I need to go in. Enemies seem to be on C then. Okay, he's dead. The others are coming from behind. Usual thing for the enemies to do, or for people to do, is to just move forwards all the time until they can't do so anymore. Ah. Yeah, exactly what's happening. Reload, 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 reload. Yes. Yeah, also my teammates just moved forwards here. Luckily, not all of them. Actually, I should have maybe tried to kill the projectile. Okay. Let's go. Three TDs left. Nah, too slow. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can fight. I could just trade at this point. No issue at all. And let's wait a bit. Yep. Nice. Good. Much better than shooting the whole Re for 100 damage, 170. I might still get him actually if he tries to shoot me. Oh, okay, okay. But 5k. Okay, Darkman wants to see supercharger, but you won't really see any big difference because I did not have any shots where it was needed. So you will only see the difference in aim time potentially. Hey Mustafa. Nice HEC, yes indeed. Very satisfying. Team coming to the right. M60 can't decide. KPZ going to the other side as well. Okay, then I cannot fight for base A. Neither can E100. Storm, have a good night. Alright, I do see on the lineup enemies only having 2 heavy tanks. I don't really expect any of the enemies to be here in the first place. So what I'm going to do is to be quite aggressive. Of course there might still be someone, but I want to move up. I want to make sure that I can maybe find some campers that I can kill before the enemies are in our spawn and killing our campers. All about speed right now. We could also prepare in our spawn to await the enemies as they are coming. But there is a really high chance that someone just did not move up. Someone was sleeping, just like this 183. Happens on most games, so you can just go in and kill. Gotta be careful now, there might be others as well. Okay, so far so good. Oh, he has 1 hit point still. I hope I don't have to take him out. No, KPZ is also moving forwards. Maybe as to be. Nah, he will be hidden. Unless he moves to the right side a little bit. Do I have to splash HE? No. Nice. Oi, oi, oi. Our enemy's already behind us. Yeah, that's the thing now. My teammates were not fast enough to move forwards. The enemy circled around the entire map already. And they are in our spawn now, or in our rear. Well, we killed 2 tanks, yes, but the enemies kept all 4 bases, putting us at a massive disadvantage. Also, we are having enemies all the way around us. Hence, the speed is so important. Okay, nice. I think we are still winning this. I'm not going to get killed anytime soon. Would just be nice if my teammates were... Oh, nice, yeah. Yes! Wait, they still have... Yeah, the S2B. Coming from my back. Okay, let's just kill him or shoot him. Oh, the supercharger also feels good on this tank. Let's stay close to the wall in case he wants a circle. Alright. Hi, Manta. Good evening. I'm doing fine. How are you? And the session is getting better and better. Supercharger also did not feel bad at all. But maybe on one shot when I shot the T62A, as he just got unspotted there, the supercharger might have helped on the first one. Otherwise it was not really needed, so I was just preferring some better aim time. Okay, let's play in between heavies and mediums. That's what I usually try to do. I can try to support the mediums, but I cannot really go with the mediums at the start. Nor can I go with the heavies into some aggressive position, because I don't know what the enemies are going to do. And especially if the team is splitting up a little bit, then the best thing to do is to just be somewhere in between your teammates, so you can still think about what to do then. And that was a beautiful shot. 750 damage with that kind of snapshot. We've got 3 mediums on top and a heavy tank. Are we maybe just pushing down? I think my teammates are completely useless up here. The mediums are just blocking each other only. And there is a Yak, so I'm stopped. Question is if my teammates are doing something. Okay, my mediums are also going down. Na, Reno? No. Or did the Sheridan just turn them around? That would be nice. Let's try to hide from the type. I think this looks good here. Maybe I can block him a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. That will be fine to kill the type. It's enough. Oh. I cost both of my repair kits. No! Ah! Man. Okay. I could have been dead by now. Luckily, I think it's one... Yeah, KPZ one shot. I was just about to turn around for the Kranwagen. Did really not expect him to be pushing in yet. I thought my teammates were maybe spotting the side. Or we can still lose this. I think we might very well still lose this game. Okay. Oh no. This is not good. But at least FV is still having... Nah. If Progetto messed up now, that would be so helpful. But if he's also not even looking at him. With the interclip boost, he could still kill the Kranwagen. But fighting 2 clippers now is really tough. I think we're losing this one. Yeah. Enemies just need to move in. You want to turn? RV can now kill the Progetto. If it uses interclip. Or even without it, will be fine. Oh, low roll, no. Yeah, rip. Hi, bird. Yeah, 2.4k. It looked good how we pushed in there. But unfortunately, our heavies were really slow to move up in the fight and the push. Mediums, meh. I mean, it was kind of good that the mediums also helped pushing down into the city. But somehow they did not manage to survive, did not care about the hit points enough. Nah, if I was only able to turn around on time there for the Kran in the end. Just putting in one shot into the Kran would have also maybe allowed us to win the game still. It would have put him down to a one shot, together with a one shot of the BZ-75. Kran would be one shot in the end. Would still not be easy. Where am I going to start? Oh, team is going down really bad here. You know, need some tanks on the bridges as well. Much better positioning. Let's aim for this spot at the start. There might be someone crossing over aggressively. I cannot peek as far as seeing this bush there, because then I might get outspotted. Also, if I peek around here, I might have some enemies facing me, so it's a bit risky to go out here. But let's see if maybe... No. No, yeah. That's not too safe for me, as I'm not having that much armor, but I think we can and should push in. Come on, team. Oh, don't... Why don't you freaking aim? Come on, let me go through. Let me just shoot. You are not reloaded. What the hell? Almost blocked me again. And again, he does not aim at all. Just shoots on the move and misses. It's really not that hard to aim for just a second. Okay, it's a bit risky for me, but I think he just shot. Just have to keep in mind that there are enemies coming from behind who might be shooting me. Especially if I'm in the open. Come on, nice. Okay, my push on to 183 is failing here. No! Okay, he failed the IG. Nah. Oh, nice. Unexpected. Yeah. It lost. he's messing up as well. Sure. Well, my only chance is an IG, I guess. Okay, I'm not getting one. Oh my gosh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no way! What did he do there? What did that Sheridan do? Alright. Easy clutch? Not really. No way he failed that many shots. It looked like he was doing a decent job, honestly. He was running around the house, he was just circling around the corpses, around the racks of the tanks, 45%. He mostly did a good job, but in the end then, gosh, he messed up so badly. Sometimes we just need a bit of luck. Like, what the hell? Let me actually rewatch the last 20 seconds there. I mean, I was pretty sure that it was unlikely for him to high roll me. But yeah, I thought, yeah, it's over now. He can circle, he just gets behind me, puts in one shot, and I'm a one shot now against a full life Sheridan. Try to IG the lower plate or the side. Of course, the side would have maybe worked out here, but it would have been really risky. Honestly, if I went for the IGs, it would not have been worth it. But still, I thought, okay, if I don't get the IG into the side, then I'm not going to be able to win this. Oh. What did he shoot? Oh, I think I know what happened. I think he did not aim into sniper mode. Because otherwise he was aiming down. But if you are not in sniper mode and being at a close distance, and then your reticle, or not the reticle, but the cursor is aiming at the gun of the opponent, then actually in third person view you are aiming at the top of the gun. But from the perspective of the tank, then the gun has to aim up to aim at the enemy's gun. You get what I mean? If I'm looking at this tank like this, and let's say I'm in a different tank here, aiming at the top of the gun, then of course I'm looking at the top of the gun and aiming through the tank, basically to the armor beneath the gun. But from the perspective of the tank that is shooting, which is on the ground, it would be then beneath the tank still. And if the gun is a little bit to the top, then he's just shooting to the top there. That happens to me quite a few times as well. Trying to shoot in third person view at a distance, or at a close distance, is not great. Suddenly the gun flips up just because of aiming at the enemy's gun. Fast driver, bad shooter. Nice reverse rotation lesson. You're welcome. Yeah, you just got to be close to walls. It's so important to get your rear to the walls so the enemy cannot circle you. All about that. In TDs. Also in heavy tanks. In one video I referred to it to just having a handrail to your side. So you're moving close to cover all the time. Because when some faster enemy is approaching you, you can simply not be in the open where they can circle you. You need to be close to some wall like this one. So whenever someone's coming at you, you are just able to quickly reverse towards the wall. I think he's going to run away. But still, 450 damage. That's just like 200 less than an AP would have done. He's peeking again? Ricochet. Oh. Okay, 268 shot. Maybe you can shoot a Leo now. Yes, I can. Nice. 268 shot again. I could hear that. Alright. Man, that last game was so satisfying. That made me happy. What is it to my front? A lot. Ricochet again. How about my backup? I should take a look around me. No enemies are going to come from my back. Nice. Let's push forward. The others are trying to circle around this rock, trying to push me. Nice. Kartouf. Hi Aline. Guten Abend. And the last one's here. Yes. Fall back a bit. Yeah. Needed him to fall back so I could penetrate with AP. Of course, heat would have been fine as well. He's dead, right? Yes. HE would have worked for Sheridan. Deep Purple was saying, but it's super tricky to shoot HE into Sheridan. Only a very small part in the sides and also the lower ply to the front. Of course, I can get HE'd, but I was not having any clear sight on them, and I did not want to trust on my RNG or have to rely on the RNG. It's like this. I'm only shooting HE if I'm really sure that I hit. Actually, on my very first shot on today's session, I didn't do so and failed the HE. Let me just quickly show you right here. If I'm shooting a Sheridan, I can just be another Sheridan with HE. And like this, you can actually see the profile of the tank quite nicely. Why you mostly hit or why you mostly just bounce, because the sides here, if I press them, if I click right now, nothing's happening because there is no armor, there's nothing behind it. The tank is really small behind it. But you can HE the lower plate here. That whole area can get penetrated with HE. Also HE the front of the turret, but that's really tricky. I wouldn't do so with HE. And you can HE the sides here, but you see how small the spot is. You often hit the tracks there. If you don't get to fully aim your shot to the side and have the enemy like really close to you, it's just not going to be a hit. And the turret, of course, was not pointed away, otherwise I could also HE the turret or the rear or that part. That is possible for sure, but mostly just not worth it, especially in the situation I've been in. Enemy Shodan could have shot me with HE. Yeah, that as well, sure. Although HE to the front of a 268 would not be that reliable, because the armor is quite thick still and angled. And shooting the roof again is trickier than just shooting heat to the front. Sheridan, best armored light tank. In case you ever wondered why this tank, this is why, because of all this non-existent fake armor to the side, the spaced armor. Also the back here, all this area. Alright, back to the game. Yeah, exactly 5k, very satisfying. Good evening, Hans. I don't have the new trousers on. I have my joggers on right now. My training pants. When streaming here. I don't need to put on some pretty trousers for that. I'm actually just checking in the background because I can't resist. Kind of fixed the stats. Now it's 65%, 3.5k average. Oh man. I'm not going to camp on the left side. Am I going to play the right side semi-aggressively? No, let's actually be careful. I do have some AFKs here. And I'm not sure about them. 50p also in a really weird bad position. Still an AFK behind me. I don't even know if I can spot here. Hello? Good. Nice. And K91 woke up as well. Good. Oh, actually, I need to quickly show my chat again. Okay. Nice. 2.1k damage with just 3 shots, and the 50B went down. Unsurprisingly, because it was completely in the open. Okay, let's move in and pick up a kill here. Oh my gosh, sure. Why is he there? He was not doing anything. And he hashes me. Okay, now the one is moving away from 113. Oh no, sure. Why was there freaking 183 standing there for 2 minutes without having any shots? I don't know. Genug Lederhosen. I've never ever in my life worn any Lederhosen, leather pants. It's not a thing here in most parts of Germany. It's Bavaria only. Of course, there are some people who are also celebrating Oktoberfest, even in other parts of Germany. That kind of got popular as well, a little bit. But I've never been to any Oktoberfest yet. And probably I won't ever go either. Or maybe someday, I don't know. Never say never, right? Alexander Golovin. Maybe you can win for us? Enemies still have a light tank. The heavies are both one-shots, right? Yeah, and the light tank as well. All three of them being one-shots. We can very well win this game. Come on, aim. Nice. We still don't have any caps. Will be about kills. Don't get high rolled, please. And just move in together. Nice. No, it was still enough in the end. Caro having ping. Oh my gosh. STB missing a shot as well. No! What am I saying? No, okay. Oh man, Caro suddenly almost disconnecting. STB failing. Nah, still put 2.8k in the end. This guy's standing completely in the open, playing his 50B hull down. That's not the way to go about it. What are we having here? We are having a medium advantage, so I'm not forced to support the mediums. Let's do my standard move of just aiming for the crossing there. Nice driving skills by my teammates, really. And my whole team is actually going for the heavy side. Despite this lineup, but also none of the enemies are here. Which is unexpected. Sure, I bounce a freaking gun and it puts a snapshot into me and damn it. That hurt. Yeah, I could have also just dropped down into the kennel to move up safely. And I would not have had to take any damage. Hello? Someone asleep? No. Okay. Did I hit a rock there? Yeah. Alright. On T57 might be popping up here. Nice. With that track shot and the miss resulting from it, he cannot kill me. That's already calming my mind. Okay, come on. Good. Is Bavarian food representative of wider German cuisine? There are pubs here that celebrate Oktoberfest, soft tried the beer, etc. Actually, no, not the beer nor the food of Bavaria is representative of Germany at all. Which is a little bit... yeah. That's a little bit sad about people just generally thinking that Bavarian culture would be German, but Bavarian culture is a very local thing. Okay, points. No, okay. Needed to push in. So yeah, of course there are some similarities, but honestly, the rest of Germany, they all have some local specialties, but the same specialties are also common in neighboring countries like Czech Republic or Poland or so. There isn't a huge difference. I live in Western Germany here, so yeah, cannot say in the north, but pretty much Western Germany. That sums it up quite nicely. And there are more similarities culturally to the Netherlands than to Bavaria here. Speaking about food and also, yeah, other traditions, I don't know. We don't really have that many local traditions here. We have Carnival, that is really big here in Western Germany. Maybe you've sometimes heard from Cologne Carnival, especially in Cologne. It's crazy. They have a whole month of Carnival and they just drink and celebrate all the time. It's also not the kind of celebration I'm into, but hey, if people are into that, then I don't mind. As long as I don't have to be in the city then when they are celebrating and when they are drunk on the street. Otherwise, in other counties, the carnival is also more of a one-day thing where people just, yeah, there's some, actually there is usually also some kind of, how to say, some courses being taken of some tractors that are having some decorations and often also satirical decorations. It's quite popular for carnival here that there is some political satire included on these wagons. And they just stand up on top of these wagons and throw down some sweets. So it's mostly for the kids, which are also then costumed as well, and also for the adults, which just get horribly drunk. And I'm not interested in either of that. Live near Nürburgring? No, I don't think so. That's quite a bit away. Couple 100 kilometers. Hi, Deb. Honestly, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Deb9TB. That's probably, the 9 probably stands for some letter in Russian, Cyrillic. So, привет. Hi, Z-Finks as well. Good evening. What's my sensitivity? And why do you apply 60 FPS? I'm kind of new. First of all, FPS depends on the device. And the Apple devices don't have higher FPS. I'm playing on an iPad. Unless you play on an iPad Pro that has 120 FPS. But I was not willing to spend a ton extra just for 120 FPS. I don't think it's needed. Sensitivity settings also completely depend on the device that you're playing on, whatever feels best for you. It would be quite useless if I told you about my settings for you to copy them, but I just have, what are my sensitivity settings? I think 120%. Pro. Okay. I feel like just getting more aggressive. I think that's fine. Yes. Also, I'm having some teammate flank around there, so I'm not too afraid of the TT peeking out at me. Okay. Turn. Nice. Sheridan bouncing. Ah, but he's still dead. Okay. Let me see. Maybe I have some nice shots there into the middle now. Some IGs maybe? Oh. Yes. The second IG. Come on. It was not even poorly aimed. Hell no, man. Okay, now T95. Unless I get stuck on this turret here. Yes. There we go. Nickname is number 9. Alright, that's perfect. Fits my name then. In case you are also not aware of how to pronounce my name, I just have the number 9 and the word no combined, so Nino. Enjoy playing in randoms. Yes, that was actually a really nice platoon session. We had like almost 20 wins, I believe. Not sure, I lost count. Darkman, I have not really any idea what you're trying to say there. Really, why you don't write David? Why mix? What? Zuti, I'm playing on iPad Air 2022. But you can play on a base model, honestly. The device doesn't matter that much with Blitz. You can play on a phone, you can play on PC. You can have the best stats in the game on every kind of device. And yeah, Benjamin, it's more common for Android phones especially to have 120 FPS available as well. I don't even know what my has. I think it has 90 FPS as well. But I don't know if the game runs at 90 FPS. Apple for some reason resisted or is reluctant to go for 120 FPS devices unless it's an iPad Pro and they want to get paid for that. Okay, I will get back to the chat in a bit. I just have to focus on the first shot here. I have heavy camping I see on the minimap right now. Yeah, okay, now. Nice. Up you. Oh. Stay. We don't have that many tanks here, actually, just T-22, myself, and one more. But 2 one-shot mediums in front of us already. Ah, 183 is dead, that's perfect. I will then push in, try to get the projector maybe. There was also E50 here, right? That wouldn't be good for me. Alright. Sad for the max roll. Will I be streaming arena competition? No, I won't. I don't even know when that is, honestly. I will be streaming something else. There's a little 3v3 tournament. And I will also be playing myself. Okay, they're just pushing. Easy farming time here. Enemies just running into my front. Nice 800. I might still get 6k. Let's see. Come on. Nice. If he picks up the T-22, maybe. Okay, let's not go for him then. Just move towards 268. Yeah, there will be Eurowide 3v3 tournament on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, as far as I remember. I will be playing there together with F and Zerd. Will hopefully be a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll win as well. Although I don't think it will be super competitive, so we're just probably going to have some some meme strats as well. No! Oh man, he killed himself, okay. Still, I think I got 6k. Yeah? With a fire? Yeah, almost, okay. Not an ace then. Hi KJ, good evening. Pay a premium for the ecosystem on iPad. A lot of Androids are better value, but I still love my iPad. It depends what you want, honestly. It's of course always a large discussion, Apple versus Android or other devices. I love Apple because you just pay what you pay something and you get something in return. There is no condition to it. With an Android device, you have to look up all the different stats. You have to just compare a lot. You might end up buying the wrong thing in the end. It takes a lot more effort. That's the problem. And also, you might have like one thing being very good, like a very good camera. You might have a very good battery. But there is rarely a device that just combines all those traits really nicely. On Apple devices, sure, they are a bit more expensive, but you have a really good package of everything you might want. So you don't even have to compare much there. You just look up what you can afford and you get something. Or maybe I should not have tried this IG. I had a heavy tank to my side here, he's gone. Are we pushing? Is 30B pushing? Ah man, we're not going to be successful pushing in here. I have bones as well, man. I don't think this looks good here, honestly. We're losing this one. Unless we are lucky. And I don't see us being lucky. It's not completely over yet. Man. I could have already been dead. Okay. It's suddenly possible to win again. Oh, nice. 113 even survived this. Oh my. Not good. No. Why did it peak? Yeah, okay, now it's lost. Just needed to get rid of the whole re. So where the heck is whole re now? Yeah, man. 113 moving into the Hori in reverse, and the other one also not getting him, despite Hori shooting already. Nine, thank you. You play well as well. And yeah, have a nice evening. Darkman saying, why did you pick not so good players? I think I saw some of very good players. I'm gonna play that too. I have no idea who else is participating, but I know that other YouTubers are also participating. That's also how I got my invite there. And some of them are also very good players, so I thought it would be foolish to go for a team that doesn't have any pros in them as well. Although players like Pantufli are not that well connected to the pro level scene. But then we have Beast, we have Xero, who's also an Aqua member actually, now playing with his teammates. Was faster to ask apparently. Hello? Oops. No. Nice roll, but I needed to get back there with the E3. Unfortunately, no HE. My teammates all went down. Okay, and I cannot push in here. Luckily, I still have one with me. Wait, they have a heavy tank circling down the entire map. The heavy tank took by his C and B, so he must be in our spawn now. Yep. No. Okay. Come, push me. Get away from my teammates. Okay, maybe I still have another one if he bounces. But it's going to be tricky. Nah. I was trying to gun block, of course, and also just trying to angle the sides there. Yeah, but it's fine. Did not expect to have that many shells anyways. Just hope for an HE. Darkman, you see, your favorite tank is actually working out. That one hasn't been that great, but yeah, just overall, just winning a lot now. Still at about 3.5k average, and now 29 games, 69% win rate. What do I think of WT of A100 release? Or WTF1 it's called right now, I think. It got renamed. I have tested the tank, of course, and therefore I cannot talk about it yet because it's just not released yet. Only on release I can talk about it. And the drop rights, etc. are, of course, horrible. I mean, that I can judge for sure. Looks overpowered? I don't know. I don't know. I cannot say anything. You can look up stats if you want to. But it got changed. It got the gun added, the bigger gun that was not in there before. I don't know if the small gun also changed. Is he only shooting twice? Teammates, what the hell are you doing? Come on. Amorak? Nah. I cannot trade with him. He has more hit points. But let's go for a bit of another angle, because the enemies are not in the greatest positions down there. But I also have to be careful here. Nice. Very good here. Oh, no, 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 no. GP's aiming for me. Okay. Let's actually crossfire the Kran again. If I can. Yes. And we're winning this game. Well, I really did not expect this. I mean, yeah, sure, enemies were in weird spots, but my teammates, they played so weird here. Gotcha. Gadoof. Still Batchet is alive. Yeah, KJ saying, don't mind the drop right, but not charms. Come on, and we'll get released again at a later date. So I'll wait. Yes, of course. It's a little bit unfortunate that Wargaming has recently put out nothing really new, just a lion, which was also super hard to get and not that great. Nice. Oh, I just had to go for a snapshot because I was afraid I would get killed otherwise. So lion first and then the WT, no other line. Although, wait, there is another line that might be coming, which is the German light tank. I don't have it anymore. Okay, it was removed. Which is like an RU basically, or nah, it's just a standard light tank, but it has all the special consumables and stuff. I am not sure when that's going to come. Might be next update. Or actually, quite often in January, February, there are some new lines as well. Like right after the snow globes. I remember that quite well because often I have been in a situation that I spent all my free XP in the Christmas event to get some snow globes. And then around January I was struggling a little bit with my free XP. Nah. Come on, enemies. Try to pressure that AV a little bit at least. Do it. If not, then I cannot stay here. We're having a tank disadvantage on the other side as well. Let me just sneak up here. Oh yeah, there are 3-4 guys on the left side. So we are having one camper over there, that's 5, and then 6-7. 2 heavy tanks camping there. Or not camping, but 2 heavy tanks to the right side. We should definitely get rid of them very quickly. Come on, team. Mouse is, of course, a perfect tank for holding there. Maybe I'll just shoot the Yak. He just shot. Yep. Cannot really get to the mouse safely anyways. And like this, it's kind of perfect if I am able to take him out or run away from the others. That's important. Good. Hello. Reiki, Reiki, accent breaky. Because, hello? Oh, actually, oh, he can't shoot me. Nice. Hi, Martin. Good evening. So, Vikai pushing from the right side. I would expect the Vickers to run to the left side. Go on. Why is he pushing in? He's pushing. But I think Vikai has him, so I can already move up there and hopefully not fail the shot. Ah, yes. Yes. That makes up for it. No, come on. Try to get me. Martin saying will be released in January, the new lights. Yeah, probably. I expect so as well, but we don't have any information about them yet. Yeah, usually between seasons. Yes. New TD is WTF1. And you can also check that on Blitzstars, probably. So let me just... not Blitzstars, Blitzkit. There it is. On the front page already, Waffen F1.0. You can see it has no armor, just a little bit if it's angled well, so similar to the WT or the SU-130PM, but this thing is huge. It's as big as a mouse, basically. And can it get HE'd? Not so much. But yeah, from the side it can get HE'd, and that thing is huge, as mentioned. It has 2 guns, by the way. It has 2 guns here. 1 gun, let's see the DPM. Actually, the DPM is pretty much the same. Pretty good for an autoloader. But 1 gun has 5 shells of only 340 damage per shot. Still, the entire clip is quite large like that. But 5 shells of a fairly low alpha damage, you've got to be able to put them out. That's the type so. Intra-clip reload is 1.8 seconds. I don't know if that has been the same on test, but I cannot talk about my testing experience anyway, so I cannot judge that or judge based on that. I can only just tell you what is written down here. 1.8 seconds is good for an interclip on autoloader, but still 280, no, that's the penetration. 340 damage on a TD is really low. And also, look at this, 28 seconds for the whole clip reload. That is really, really long. But also we have a second gun then, which has 3 shots only. Also has 28 seconds clip reload. This one has 3.53 seconds intra-clip, which is like a Minotauro, quite long, or almost the longest you can have on an autoloader. Only, yeah, some rare tanks like VZ55 or some T28 Defender have longer intra-clip. This one has a damage per shot of 570. And that even hurts as a single shot, but if you put out 2 or 3 shots, that is a bit more nasty then, of course. And also it has HE with 870 damage per shot. Think of it putting out 3 shots into a tank with 870 damage. Okay, you're not going to put out 3 times 870 damage, not ever. But still, you can clip out an entire tank with this one almost. It's similar to the FE45, just that this one is having a bigger alpha gun than. Actually, good addition that they still put in the second gun here. Making a bit more interesting than just a small gun. Also, they gave it reticle calibration apparently and the intra-clip boost. Ah, nice. They have not been there on the test yet. Okay. So I also don't know if these values here are the same as they have been on the test. I have played both guns a little bit already. But I cannot talk about the test, nor can I judge the test because it's very different to what is going to be put out there eventually. Oh, but the reticle calibration interclip, that's quite nice to have then. I'm interested in applying it. Just that it's going to be almost impossible to get. I will not be able to buy it on my account. I mean, I have a bit of gold again on my account right now, but I'm probably going to gamble for it because I don't have, I have all the other tanks already on tier 10. And like this, for me, it doesn't matter. If I lose the gold, also in all fairness, I've got to say that I do get some monthly gold from Wargaming. About 10k gold, so I can just gamble that I have all the tanks. Otherwise, I don't spend any gold on low tier tanks. And I only need the tier 10 tanks. But yeah, otherwise I would just not recommend gambling because we already had someone earlier who just gambled away some tier 10 tanks that he sold. Don't do this. Don't buy crates if you are still in need of some other premium tanks. Okay. So, where's my chat? There it is. Benjo is saying, I am confident I will get it on the first trade. We will see. Hi, Simon as well. Shoot your clip and die system. Yeah, the thing is also about the weapon, you've seen that armor profile. It's a huge tank with a rear mounted turret. Hiding it isn't all that easy. And peeking out quickly isn't easy either. The maps are not really made for such huge tanks, as we can also see on the FE45. And the FE45 has a frontally mounted turret with gun depression. That's also helpful on the FE. Okay, next. Maybe it becomes a second Death Star, nasty but can't be handled. Huh. I think it might be an autoloader with a big gun like this might be better than Death Star, along for the accuracy. let me just place myself in this bush there. Kind of mildly regretting to not have gone towards a position where I could pre-aim the heavies. I hope I'm not getting shot from the left side. Alright, I hope that this guy is maybe peeking out in a way that I can shoot him. Worth waiting for this one. Okay, I will try to put out one more shot and then I run away, I guess. Or do I... No. Okay, we will get some help here. No, man, man, that was bad. And I'm spotted for 20. Let's focus the medium instead. Good. I think he's going to back off, so I don't even need to go for him. Kind of waiting for the E4 to shoot, so I can just put out a shot into his back. Maybe I can just HE him. No. Low roll. Good. Let's see if I can HE this guy again. Alright. Nice shaped balls. Oh, the game is still not looking good. E6 actually managed to escape. Come on, push in. Oh, E4 pushed. No way. That's not good. Also, we don't have caps right now. And I'm not having any spotters either. Yeah. I will have to try. RIP. Okay, nice. Come on. Just get me, please. Please don't hide. Okay. I think I needed to go for the cupola in this situation. That was the only chance of getting a shot in. Ben just saying, don't like gambling, just give me a sticker prize. Yes, of course. Unfortunately, gambling in games is legal and it's working really well. Everyone's going for it and just gambling a ton of money on these games. And yeah, every gaming company just sticks to it as long as they can. Some European countries are already prohibiting it. Maybe some more countries are going to follow. Maybe the whole EU is going to ban gambling on crates. It's not unlikely, as we usually get a lot of protective laws on EU level when it comes to such stuff as gambling or yeah, whatever. Consumer protection is luckily pretty good in the EU. Did just not get to gambling in games yet. But it's really hilariously expensive to have like hundreds of euros for a single tank. It's basically like the NFTs, bit of a scam. Actually worse than NFTs, because NFTs you can still just resell and they might gain in value, although it's unlikely, but it may happen. That's just impossible with in-game tanks. I'm afraid of getting pushed from the left side because I don't have any backup here. My teammates are all to the right. No. And they are all very passive here. But I just put out 3 shots of 700 damage each. That's nice. Come on, team. Nah, kind of sad for the max roll, but hey. We need to pick up some kills so I can maybe push forwards here to escape the push from the left side. Got to do everything on my own here on this game. No one here? I could take the base and we would have the cap advantage actually. But honestly, no. Nice one. Again, a big roll. Already on 3.2k damage. Okay, Skoda has this there. Oh. Oh, spot. Oh, hello. Get wrecked. Nice. What is he actually trying to do there? He's completely in the open if he peeks out. I hope I can still put in IG. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Great. Farmer armor. One shot after another. 5.3k. Enemies just did basically nothing there. Despite me not wanting to just pat my own shoulder and look at the stats all the time, I'm still interested. Because it feels like it's going quite well. The start hasn't been that great, but still. Now it's 33 games, 69.7%, 3,650 average damage. That's looking pretty good. Which is actually even increasing my 30-day stats. Okay, there are not a lot of players in 30 days on it. But no one's really playing the 268 at the moment. I was seeing no one's really in the top 10 with good stats. So, yeah. Earlier games were, I think I remember there were 12 games or so. Then I was looking up the stats for the first time. It was 53%. Cannot be 12 games then, but after 10-ish games, it was 53% and just 3,200 average. Really improved since then. KJ saying that's why I like charms as a backstop. Yep, definitely. Still, even with charms, it's overpriced. Nice. Let's not stay in the bush, very important. And make the blind shot otherwise. Nah. That shot went to the sky, I don't know. Why is he camping here? It's a freaking Kranwagen, the best armored turret in the game. I need some people to be there to spot. Okay, with a Rhino to the side there. Okay, wait. Sensei not moving out. But with a Rhino moving forwards, I wanna move into a position where I can shoot this hill. Usually I would just go into the back there. I cannot hit him because he's too far to the outer side. That's actually smart of the E3. Medium in the middle. No, dude. Sure. Okay, did I move up way too aggressively here? Okay, luckily the 183 is not in a position where he could shoot me. Nah. But with a freaking Kran camping, I have to be super careful. Yes. That's helpful. Maybe I can shoot him like this. Let's try a blind shot. But okay, do we have one on the medium side? Kind of. Kind of. Those two are both one shots. Leo is a one shot as well. Oh my gosh, no. Nah. Oh, I hope the Leo is not getting me while camping over there. If only this freaking Kran was fighting. Now he's moving, sure. But let me try to relocate, because I'm useless over there. Enemies are very well adjusting to my position. Let me get somewhere where I can aim for the hill, or FE spotted. I cannot hit the hill. Okay, now I need to be really lucky. Okay, that was the most important tank to take out. No, there's a 183, who's also one shot. But I'm getting preempted by the Kran, potentially. I have a bit of a gap here. If I can get the Kranwagen, that would be huge. Come on, peek out a bit further. Oh my gosh. This freaking Kranwagen on my team doing absolutely nothing. It would have been so much easier if he was fighting and not just pushing in the end when we were already losing. He was having the best tank to fight for this map. Best tank you could possibly have on this map. Kranwagen, hull down tank with a ton of armor, could just fight for the middle area, get in a lot of information, pressure down the enemies, make sure we are not getting spotted, make sure we have map control. He could shoot the enemy spawn, he could shoot the enemy TD position and collect a lot of spots. If he was getting pushed onto, I would have been there to support it. But like this, the most armored tank that we had was just camping. Reno was also not doing anything either. Mediums, not good players, but they did a good job of winning the medium flank. And technically by winning the medium flank, you basically win the game here. It should have already been enough. Splash him with HE. No, he would not have been able to take out the Kranwagen. That was the issue there. 400 damage. I needed him to peek out so I could take him out with an AP. Or heat, but I could not penetrate with heat at this angle either. And just HE splash damage would have put him down to a one-shot. Yes, but I would have been sure to get spotted afterwards. That was the problem. I did not want to get spotted. I either wanted to kill or just not shoot at all, wanted to wait. Because I was not in a position to easily retreat into cover. Only when I had the option of taking out one tank and avoiding the Kran potentially, I felt like it was worth to go for one HE. Like this I could take out a tank and in the best case... my gosh, in the best case, this is not a good case at all for me. Let's run away. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, 3 TDs coming over to the medium side here. And I have a VK capping bases. Super helpful. Don't play supremacy for the caps. Okay, I need to get back even further. Not having any spotters. Also, this guy is going to regret standing in the open like this. Okay, he's moving, nice. It would be so amazing if the VK was in a more aggressive position so he could spot for us, similar to last game. He could be spotting and holding up the enemies, and if he got pushed onto, us TTs could be shooting a lot. Okay. What was that shot? Oh, the VK moves into the enemy spawn even. Like, come on, what are you doing there? Yeah, 183, you need to get away there. We cannot hold them. There are so many tanks and the VK is completely gone. We need that VK. We can hold A here and let the enemies run into us. Let me just position myself in a way that I can support DFV. Maybe we can double tap someone, kill them. VK is coming back. Nice, using speed boost. Pro. Watch him go for B now and cap the base. If we were to take B, then we would just expose one tank to all the enemies. Would make it very easy for them to kill him. Interestingly, the enemies are not moving anymore. So they might also be relocating around into our spawn. Nope, there we are. Good. Yeah, one is doing so. They have 2 mediums though. Oh, VK is already out. Nice. Won't be enough though. Ah, Fosh can just YOLO in now. Same as TVP. Let's try to HG him. Oh, yes. Come on, just get back. Just get back. Shoot me. Team obviously don't watch the stream and learn gameplay. Yes. Martin, nice. Hey, I also learned a lot from watching RIP streams. Although I only found them quite late when I was already at like 66% win rate. Like for real, flanking around the whole map, capping bases while the team dies, also while his platoon mate dies. And then he manages to put in one shot. Well, yeah, when I found RIP, he was doing a lot of replay analysis streams, and I also sent in a couple of games, and it was really good to have a bit of comparison and to figure out what was working for others, what was not working for myself, to have someone with more experience look over it. And yeah, generally there were lots of great games always. He still does the replay analysis streams, as you probably know, if you're watching him. And that's also how I came to the idea of creating my own server for replays. Because I figured that replay analysis is super helpful and looking at replays is very nice. But not that many on each clan do really watch replays actively. Oh, I hate myself right now. The gun. No, I'm getting blocked. The hell, man. And then there's a 183 in the bush. Come on, go. Don't camp in the open there. No, don't go back to spawn. You're not going to make it against all the mediums. No, that's not working out. We're already down at TD. And the VK decides to move into the open alone against 2 mediums. And potentially some other tanks as well. And I might die here. Yeah. Crazy. KJ saying, if everyone goes AB, then AB cap and all can win, but solely capping like that is bad. It serves no purpose. Yeah, you always have to decide on every game, is it a cap game or is it a kill game, basically. And you cannot come back or you cannot easily come back from a disadvantage just by caps, because you need a very smart team for that. You need a team that is just able to play for caps, play tactically, play as a team, retreat into safe positions, etc. So mostly you have to see, are the enemies aggressive, are they going for caps? Then you have to help out your team. If your team is aggressive and going for kills, then you have to help out the team as well. If the enemies are playing very passively and if they are not just pushing in anywhere, you cannot shoot them, maybe you can then also decide to take some bases and make a push for an enemy cap. Because you can also expect the enemies to just not hold caps. They are not playing tournaments, but they are just rather playing for other caps as well. So you can still make a play for the enemy cap in most situations then. That works quite well, but you have to decide, is it about the caps even? Do I have to take the buys? Do I have to stop some enemy cap? Or are enemies just going to steamroll my own teammates and then it's lost basically? Yeah, I think I'm going to quit here. It's midnight already. Teams are getting worse and I'm tired. So, it was a nice session. A rough start, rough end. As always, on my streams, I miss the perfect time to quit. I'm used to that. In general, on my sessions, it's always like that. I mean, typically, you should not play more than 20 games, maybe 30 games. Or, yeah, 30 games is actually too much already to perform really well. And I'm always only quitting when it gets worse and worse and worse. Yeah, but it was a fun session. Had multiple 6k aces. And I think it was a nice showcase for how to play this tank and showing that the 268 is still capable and can still be played. You don't have to camp on this tank. You can play it aggressively, and as it was said earlier as well, YOLOing is also bad, of course. You've got to find a good middle ground in between playing aggressively and being careful, being passive enough to not run into the open. Especially around the start of the stream, I was talking a bit more about the macro gameplay, basically. And yeah, I think still, like as I said earlier as well, the 268 is like the TD. It's such a nice all-rounder that it can do a bit of everything. It is the most... when I think of a TD, it is always the 268. Probably also because I played it a ton already. No, I also played the Gorilla a lot and the Yak. But you know that the Yak is more of a heavy tank. It's very more specific in playstyle. It is a tank that can not really hold... It can hold up enemies, but it cannot really camp. It is getting spotted on relocations. That's not typical for a TD. Gorilla is super light and turreted. It's also not that typical for a TD. We have a lot of other tanks that are also just more special in their purpose. And if you are averaging all the TDs out, I feel like we would end up at something close to the 268. Looking at the others here, Foch is also faster, and yeah, autoloader as well. Of course, that's XM is not a typical TD, nor is the Minotauro. That could also be a heavy tank if it had more hit points. E3 super well armored as well. Badger as well. Okay, there are multiple tanks that are way more armored than the 268 actually. Also VZ. Also the VZ is still a good tank. Similar to the 268, but I think someone was saying earlier that the VZ would just be better than 268. Maybe it's a bit easier to play, but this tank definitely is slower than the 268. And 268 has the better gun in terms of alpha damage output. So there's that. 268 is more of a damage dealer rather than a holding tank, which TDs in general are not that much. So Darkman, I I hope you enjoyed the session of your favorite tank. You asked for it for a while already. Now you get over 3 hours of 268 gameplay and 3 aces, I believe. 26 object 777. No, I'm just going to quit for today. Just announced it already. I'm done for this session. People prefer VZ now, but I don't know if people actually prefer VZ. I have no clue if it's true. I don't think any of those two tanks is too prominent at the moment. No, people are not really playing them that much. Maybe I can find that out if I go for, you know what, you can always just go for tank comparison on Blitz stars, and if you are then choosing some tanks like 268, E3, I wanted to compare the VZ. DPM is higher on the 268, by the way, just checking that. Aim time, accuracy also pretty good. 268 benefits a lot from the gun, also has more gun depression. 1 degree more gun depression, that's from 6 to 7 degree, that's 1/6, that's 15% more. 1 degree always doesn't sound like much, but if you are speaking about the percentages, then 1 degree is a lot of a difference. Also, you can clearly see a big mobility advantage of 268 compared to the VZ-D here on the right side, which is obviously very super small right now. If we are then looking at the players, we can see that the 268 is actually way more popular than any of the other two TTs here. 2K players on the E3, 2.4K players on the VZ GFT. 268 is just dominating there with 4.2K players in 90 days. Only the active players on Blitz stars are being tracked here. So there are of course some people who have never logged in on Blitz stars, and those who have never checked their stats, nor anyone else has checked their stats, they are not being tracked. And then there is of course how's it called again? Blitz analysis. Let me check over here. Tier 10 tank destroyers of last update. Relative win rate, VZ is actually leading there. But for some tanks there won't be enough data. 268 around the middle field. But just keeping in mind that 268 is also more popular, I think if a tank is more popular, the stats will be more average in general. Otherwise, a niche tank, I don't know. No, VZ is also just easier to play. And this is relative win rate compared to, this is the win rate of the tank compared to the same player's win rate on other tanks. Average win rate, VZ 113 GFT, also still leading there on the TDs. XM second best. Okay, VZ apparently still pretty good despite the nerfs last update. Foch is taking third spot. Hori afterwards, and the Minotauro and the E3. Easy noob tanks with the armor that they have. Same as Badger and the Object 268 V4 that I personally find absolutely horrible. But still, there it is. Yeah, if you're looking at average damage, you can clearly see here the well-armored tanks like Minotauro and also the 268 V4, which are winning a lot. Yeah, there is the V4 Minotauro in the middle field. VZ is a damage dealer as well. Hori is a damage dealer. Foch is a damage dealer. And XM. But I wanted to see the amount of players. Most popular tanks. Look at this. Look at this, yeah. 183. Oh my gosh. 150,000 players. Second place. About 90k players here on a Yagi 100. Big gun fun. FE405 also super popular. I did not expect this at all. Gorilla 15. Also very popular. That I knew. FE405 is surprising. But yeah, I've seen a lot of FE405s today as well. For taking the 5th spot then. Also very easy tank to play. Okay, surprisingly also, to be honest. And then comes the 268 on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th spot. Minotauro, Foch, E3, Hori, Betcha, V4, 263, VZ113, GFT, XM. Interestingly, here some of the best tanks on the stats are VZ, XM, V4, Hori, which have very few players. Which also tells me that, I don't know, I'm just thinking about whether it makes sense there that better players play those tanks because they know they are good, and people just generally don't start with grinding like Chinese tanks or so, or Japanese tanks. Most played tanks by battles. Just look at how crazy this is. First of all, by tank destroyers by players, they just 150k on the 183. But if we're then looking at the games, where's the Yag? It was second place by players. But it has 1 million compared to the 3.3 million on the 183. People just spamming this tank. It's crazy. It's so bad, actually. Still people play that much. It's the same if you are also that interested in going for tanks over here. No, wait, where is it? Players? No, those are the overall player stats. I just gotta press TX and then I see top tanks of last update. Mouse, VZ, Mouse, surprisingly, first one. Average win rate E50M is clearly the highest. VZ, a light tank, also. I mean, that was relative win right here. So Mouse and VZ are easy to play. That is what this tells. And the average win rate tells more about what has the highest skill cap. What are the pros playing? E50, VZ light, T22 medium, CS63. 4 mediums slash lights on top there. Then the FE215B, T95 E6. Then only VZTD, Murat, what? Yeah, okay, that's because it's quite new, I assume. It's not that great of a tank. But I wanted to go down to the battles again. Top 20 tanks by players. Now again, here the 183, top 1 with 150k, E100 on second spot with 105k. And if we're scrolling down to the battles, oh, your 183 players are crazy. Why? Why are you playing this? Lowest performing tanks. No way. Leo and Murat? Relative win rate right now. Okay. Bottom 20 tanks by average win rate. Object 260, AMX 50B, object 140. It's kind of senseless, honestly. 260 is such an amazing tank. Yeah, it's not easy to play, neither is a 50B, but they're great tanks. So this really doesn't tell much at all. This only tells which tank is easier to play. So don't get too distracted by such stats. Okay. Yeah, and man, hi. Stream about to end. They tank British crest booster the British tanks even more. Oh yes. The stats here that I've shown are from last update, so yeah. There was definitely the British crest, and there was also another nation with a crest, right? Was it French? I don't quite remember right now. There were two nationalities on. No, it was American nation. They did not pop up here on the stats though. Okay. I just noticed I'm getting hungry again. Man, I had dinner right before the stream. What the hell? Okay, everyone. In the last 24 remaining here. Have a good night. And yeah, just have a nice day still. If it's earlier for you, I will see you back in a couple of days. Actually, in 2 days. I will be streaming for 3 days in a row because there will be a 3v3 tournament, and then I will be on a little bit of a Christmas break for sure, as you are going to be as well. And then Christmas is over and I'm coming back around the 27th, I guess. And I will still I will still want to do a stream there with a massive giveaway, because Wargaming has been, or is generous there, and they are giving us YouTubers a giveaway of, or giveaway budget of either 5 tier 10 tanks or some others. I will probably announce that quite a bit ahead. And yeah, then I'm just going to go for a massive giveaway. Do I have something else to give away still? Didn't I still have some... I still had something for giveaway, some physical goods as well. I will still have to think about it. Alright everyone, have a good night. See you soon. Goodbye.